to try something a little different. I'm going to try this kind of more one-on-one thing and see how this goes. I know that it's kind of nice just to be able to see your reader and kind of see the experience in this form. So I'm going to try it out. We're going to do this one time. Now, I'll probably, if this works good, if I feel like if I get into the groove of this, I might not do it all the time, but I think it may be an every now and then thing. So look forward to that, hopefully. Okay, so this is going to be kind of more of a message from Spirit. What maybe you're missing when it comes to love, what it is that you need to know, or maybe something that you've even kind of been asking about when it comes to love. So it's kind of going to be a little bit open here, messages from Spirit and love, and 3 piles here to choose from. So the first pile here, and we have 3 different crystals that we're going to choose from. This is a opalite bunny. So this will be pile 1. I don't know if y'all can see that very well, but opalite bunny for pile 1. I actually have 2 of these. They're little twin bunnies, but this is one of them. So that's pile 1. And then pile 2 is, they call this a fire tower. It's aura quartz. So that's pile 1. It's really pretty. Okay, or pile 2. I'm sorry. I said pile 1, I think. There may be a message there. Just saying. And then pile 3 is the labradorite stone that's a moon shape. So that is pile 3. Y'all keep in mind that my lighting and everything, this is all brand new, so I'll have to kind of work it out as I go. And then we're going to use the last unicorn tarot because I'm kind of obsessed with it. So we're going to use that for all the piles. So timestamps will be down below. And I'll see your pile. Okay, pile 1. So if you chose the little rabbit here, this is going to be your reading, little opalite rabbit. Okay, guys, so we're going to set your little rabbit over here. And we're just going to get started straight into some tarot. So if you missed the intro, this is the, you have the King of Swords here with the Knight of Pentacles. This is the last unicorn deck here. So I don't really know what's going to come across in this reading. This is completely open to Spirit and whatever message needs to come through. So we're just going to kind of play it by ear. I don't know what cards I'm going to pull after the tarot. We're just going to wait and kind of see. Okay. Pile 1. All right, what does pile 1 need to know here, Spirit? What do they need to know? When it comes to love at this time, what does pile 1 need to know? So we have the 8 of Pentacles. So possibly you've been doing some work here on yourself. We have the 8 of Swords. I'm sorry, guys. I was meant to hold these up, and I just now remembered I was going to do that. So that's the 8 of Pentacles there. Work in progress. You also have the 8 of Swords. These cards are so awesome. What else? We have the Knight of Pentacles again. We saw that during the shuffle there. And the Empress energy. That's Taurus for me, or Libra. One more from pile 1s. The Lovers. Gemini. Okay. Wow, guys. So we're going to go into what I'm seeing so far. We do have the Fool at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Aries energy for me. So for some of you may be questioning or planning or thinking about taking some sort of risk here. I feel like with the 8 of Pentacles being here, this is definitely that you put some work in on yourself, and it's almost like It's like you've put in some work on yourself here. You've been kind of going through it, taking some time to yourself, but you are still getting trapped in your head a little bit here about what you can accomplish moving forward. There is definitely an energy here of slow and steady with this Knight of Pentacles that's here. But this energy right here, it's like you think about all the work that you put in on yourself, but then you get kind of trapped in your head when it comes to actually taking that forward movement or taking action. You may kind of actually think to yourself, well, I'm just doing this because I'm trying to be methodical. You know, I'm trying to like be determined and make sure that I'm taking one step at a time. But what's backing that up is this Eight of Swords. So I do feel like that there is some anxiety here. I feel like that's following you with this moving forward. It's almost like you're trying not to acknowledge it. And I think that might be part of what's, I feel like there's a stuck energy here, but you're not acknowledging it as being a stuck energy. You have this Empress energy here, which I feel like this Knight of Pentacles, you could be moving towards an Empress energy here. The way that he's looking at her, one step at a time, slowly but steadily moving towards this Empress. Divine Feminine energy here. But this could also just be like steadily moving towards some sort of new environment, new situation and love for yourself, something that's completely different from what you've experienced before. This is like birthing something completely new into your reality. So for a lot of you, really what I'm seeing here, and then of course after that you have the Lover. So there's that relationship for some of you. There's a little bit of a mix. I think some of you are actually wanting to move towards a particular relationship and you're trying to get over your anxiety about that. This could even possibly be actually letting those words out that you love this person. If you notice on this card here, he's actually writing it out. It says, I love. He's starting to write the why, but he's getting there. You know, he's getting there. So that could be part of it for some of you. But for others of you, I feel like this is just you. Now that you've kind of gone within and you've done this work here on yourself, you want to move forward. You want to start something new. You want to look for love again, but you may be kind of still on this venture forward. It's like you still have a little bit of this anxiety that's kind of pulling you backwards, which is that stuck energy I think that I'm feeling here. Let's get some clarifiers. It's like this, I feel like this is like, I don't want to be a fool again, or I don't want to be a fool. If this person doesn't feel the same way that I feel, or if I start a new relationship and then it goes south again. You know, I don't want to be full this go. I want to take everything that I've learned so far and really make something kind of happen for myself. Yeah, you have, there's that anxiety again. You have this Two of Pentacles here with this Nine of Swords that just showed itself. So you're really juggling like which direction that you should take. Should I do this or should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? You know, it's like, should I go in this direction or should I just stay where I'm at? And this is what's really causing this stress, especially if this is someone in particular that you're moving towards. It's more like, should I do it in this way, expressing myself in this way, or should I express myself in this way? This could also be someone that's coming towards you. For some of you, tell me about this Eight of Pentacles, please. Five of Cups in reverse. You could have been possibly getting, sorry, I have it. You could have been possibly getting over something here with this Five of Cups in reverse. And this is part of that work that you put in on yourself. You may have been really disappointed in yourself in the past or in a situation in your past. Tell me about this Eight of Swords, please. Queen of Cups. So this is Cancer energy. So this could be someone here that you're getting trapped in your head about, but this is also representing those emotions. You know, I think that you're wanting to feel love. I think you're wanting to express yourself. I think you're wanting to put yourself out there. There's some kind of like loneliness that you may even feel. It's like you're reaching out, wanting this, but then you also feel anxiety when you start to have those feelings come over you. All that fear of what could happen kind of comes over you, and it keeps you stuck. But you are moving. You're moving, but you're trapped in your head. I'm not going to take that. So if there's another person here, it could be a Queen of Cups energy, someone that you care a lot about, someone that you have a lot of nurturement for, or this could just be someone that's around you that you do care a lot for, and I think that you're just kind of trapped in your head a little bit about that person. Maybe if those feelings are real, I feel like this sense of, it's almost like deception. Maybe this person came on really strong, or the feelings that you feel are so intense in a way from this person that you don't know if you can really trust that or not. And it makes you get kind of anxiety or trapped in your head. But I really think for most of you, this just has to do with you really putting yourself out there and being vulnerable and in love again. So tell me about that Knight of Pentacles, please. The Emperor. So you have the Empress and Empress out, and the Lovers. This could be a spiritual connection that you're connecting with someone with. Could be a twin flame connection that you're connecting with someone with. But with this Knight of Pentacles and that Emperor, it's like you're really wanting to step into this power within yourself from what you've learned here in the past. If this is a particular relationship, you really want to work on this. You want to make amends here with someone, or you want to get over this feeling of these regrets, you know, feeling remorseful. It's like you're wanting to progress, move forward past those feelings in this relationship. And I feel like this Emperor is Aries energy, by the way, but I do feel like you're slowly kind of stepping into a place to where you feel more stable or more secure in approaching someone else and approaching a new, fresh energy. Like either this is putting yourself out there, you feel more stable in putting yourself out there. You're just cautious, that's all. That's with you moving towards someone or not. You're just being very, very cautious. Tell me about this Empress. I also, I have this, vision of someone that is crossing a bridge, but the bridge is shaken and they're kind of shaky crossing the bridge. So there's this, very slow movement, getting to where they need to be. So it's kind of this feeling that I'm feeling with you moving towards. I really feel like for most of you, this is moving towards someone. If not, this is, someone that is moving towards you. Tell me about this Empress. Whoop. Six of Pentacles here. Reciprocity. I think that you're wanting to kind of give to this Empress energy. You're wanting to kind of bring balance to a situation. Fairness, equalness. It's like I feel this wanting to give back. You want to start fresh and start a relationship where there is an equal give and take. Why is the Lovers here? You have the Ten of Wands. Sorry about my dogs, guys. So for some of you, this relationship has been somewhat of a burden. Maybe there's been a lot of time that's been between the two of you. I think that for those of you where there's not someone here, relationships in particular have just been a burden for you. And I'm not just talking about relationships that you have been in, but just relationships that you've experienced in your life. The way that you've experienced love or relationships and seeing love has been somewhat of a burden. There's this mix between I really want to open myself up to something, but that full energy. I want to take a risk, but I don't want to be a fool. I want to put myself out there, but I don't want to. It's not as free as it used to be for you. Because you do have some fears, you do have some anxieties that are attached to moving towards love. Which I think is pretty much, I mean, that's pretty much normal. Love is risky because pain's involved. Regardless of what happens in the relationship or between the two of you, pain is always going to be a part of that, whether this person leaves you involuntarily because you're putting your love into someone that the two of you, at some point will separate, whether that's you have a great life together and then one of you passes and transitions before the other, or whether that's that the relationship just goes wrong. It's about the experience of love itself and actually allowing yourself to feel that, to have that opportunity. It's kind of like skydiving. It's really scary to do that, but if you ever put yourself out there and really do it, it's like no other feeling else in the world. There's such an adrenaline to it, and you're not going to regret it. That feeling that you feel, you wouldn't regret it. I mean, obviously, unless something happens, of course you're going to regret it, but that's part of the risk. I mean, anything that we do in life is risky. Love is so risky. But it's what you're missing that's the point. What will you miss out on? That's the point. The bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Swords. Because this is this stuck energy that I was feeling. You're still kind of in this place to where you're still sitting here contemplating. Look at him, he's still sitting there. He's still thinking about things. You're resting on this. So I do feel like that whether this is you or someone coming towards you, they're like sitting in this place to where they're resting and thinking about all of this. But then you have that Five of Wands that's right behind it. And there's your Queen of Pentacles. And then the Moon. There's some fears that are here. And that High Priestess is there as well. So this may be a very intuitive connection. But you also... You may have this like inner knowing that... For some of you, I feel like this is a very intuitive type of connection where you feel like you just connect. You and this other person just have this inner knowing, like you just know things about one another. But this Moon energy is overcoming that fear, right? You have to overcome that fear, that deception, like I picked up on earlier, of being there, so that you can get something grounded here with this Queen of Pentacles, so that you can find that stability it is that you're looking for. That nurturement, that, that generosity in a relationship. It's an equalness that's there. And then you have this Five of Wands. So in this mode of contemplation, you have this Five of Wands here. Some of you could be worried about competition. Pulling on your self-worth there. Some of you could just be in a place to where you're fighting with yourself about what you should do here. If it's time for you to put yourself out there, or if it's time for you to move towards this person, or if you're ready for that yet or not. It's there. The want to is there. The pull is there. You feel that burden of that need on you. Okay. I want to get some, what am I going to get? I'm actually going to get some of these, like I always get. I like these mix of cards to get kind of more in depth here. And we'll get some more advice. I think that's really what's needed here. I think you're just kind of like on the cusp of moving in a direction. You're just in contemplation mode. What am I missing here, Spirit? You have fear. Yep. Number 9. So that's the Hermit energy. Coming out of Hermit mode, baby part of this. putting yourself out there. It's like you're peeking into this. This is someone in particular. You could actually be spying on this person. And you have support. There's that stability that I was talking about. So you want this supportive energy. It's the number 4, which is that Emperor, which you have here in the middle of your spread. The divine masculine energy that's there. This is also about being supportive within yourself, you know, being supportive within yourself here and holding your own hand when you walk out into this new relationship or this towards this person here. Sacrifice, giving up something now for a future reward. So that might be part of this connection in some kind of way. You may have to give up, that's kind of it goes along with taking a risk though, you know, taking a risk here. Giving up this, almost this comfort or stability of where you are so that you can have that reward of love in the future. Anything else I'm missing? A blank, clean slate, which is that Empress energy for me because it's starting fresh, which you see that here, especially if this is someone that you're moving back towards. There is a little bit of conflict that's here and some deception maybe that kind of ties into that. But wanting to make amends or wanting to work this out with that 8 of Pentacles and that 5 of Cups that's there in reverse. Anything else? Oh, this is a message card. Nope, it just says unavailable. So this person is unable to give you all that you deserve, but I think that these are your own insecurities, to be honest, especially if this is someone that you want to move back towards. That's where this anxiety is kind of coming from. But this may be also you know, you may be kind of questioning, is this right for me? But again, I feel like that's just something that's kind of pulling you backwards, keeping you in that comfortable place of this 4 of Swords, of contemplation, where you don't have to take that jump, right? It's more comfortable sitting there. Get outside of your comfort zone, really. I have romance here with the number 8. Number 8 is about taking actions. It's about learning your lessons, manifesting what it is that you want. So I do feel like you do want romance here. I feel like you want this. You want to feel. You want to love and you want to be loved. I mean, it's the human condition, right? We also have release here at the bottom of the deck. So there's that radical acceptance and surrender can help you let go of that fear that you're holding on to. Accepting your feelings here, I think, is a big part of this. That you really do want romance. Not being so strong. I'm strong and I'm independent and I don't need anybody, you know. That kind of feeling I'm feeling. It's okay if you love someone. It's okay if you want love from someone, if you want to feel romance. We are humans. We desire deep connection. We have success. It's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into. So what do you really want here? You know, you have to step outside of your comfort zone if you're wanting to create something new for yourself, if you're wanting that new relationship, if you're wanting that new love or to feel that love with someone, to have that experience, you have to be willing to take the risk, knowing that it could be worth it. You know, you don't want to pass that by. You could be successful in this. And ask your angels, seek the divine. The angels want to support you, so you should be reaching out at this time, asking your angels for guidance, asking for symbols, synchronicities, things that can help give you that nudge or that push to get past this fear. And I think some of you may actually be struggling with your intuition at this time. Some of you may say, you know, I get some synchronicities, I get some signs, but deception kind of takes a hold of those. Like you think to yourself, well, I don't know if that's a sign. That's just me seeing that, you know, and so you're not really giving your intuition or spirit an opportunity to help guide you in the direction that you need. You're allowing that fear to really take over more than what fear is purposeful, because fear, I mean, it helps us from hurting ourselves. You know, that's why when like my kids are young and I tell them, don't do that, it's gonna hurt. And then they hurt themselves, you know, fear of getting hurt, you know, is there. But, and this is, you know, in love for you, you have to have that awareness so that you can, you know, how to put those healthy boundaries up. But that doesn't mean you can't take a risk at all. You're missing out on something that could be really great for yourself. And you're holding on a lot to that fear, and that fear of a lot of things. I feel like for some of y'all, this could be a fear of abandonment, fear that this person's going to abandon you in the future, fear of getting hurt, fear of opening yourself up, fear of being vulnerable with someone and them taking advantage of that. And you could have seen, for some of you, I feel like this isn't because this is something that maybe you've experienced, but something that maybe you've seen happen to other people around you. For someone, it could be someone that you've seen close to you, that you've seen get taken advantage of in situations. You may be taking on that person's own trauma in some kind of way. It could be someone that you're very close with. It's not even really your fear. That's not going to resonate for everybody, but that is something that's coming through. But this about you asking your angels and then allowing them to answer you, but not dismissing it when they do. Yeah. Let me get something else real quick. You know, second guessing yourself, second guessing spirit. How many times, how long are you going to sit in this contemplation period? You know, how long are you going to sit here and have this internal battle with yourself? It's getting to the point to where it's like, you know, what do you really want here? Because I feel like for some of you, if this is someone in particular, you could be losing an opportunity with this person because you're afraid to take a risk. For some of you, you could just be missing out on fun. You know, really missing out on having new experiences for yourself. Allowing yourself to have fun. You know, we do things and then later we look back and we're like, man, I wasted so much time because I was just so worried about that, and it ended up being just fine. Boy, I've done that a lot in my life. But that's kind of what they're saying here, is that they want you to move. Spirit wants you to move. You know, you've had enough rest here is what they're saying. Okay, so we have stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation. There's that deception and shocking attack. So this could have been either something that you've caused or someone doing this to you, but this is just, I mean, this just ties into that deception that we've already been talking about. So maybe you have gotten really stabbed in your back, and that's still something that you're still healing from here. And we have engagement ring, engagement, partnership, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So guys, I think that this is what you're scared of. Some of you may have a fear of commitment. Some of you may have a fear of committing to one person and losing yourself in that relationship in some kind of way. Maybe that's something that you've done in the past and you're afraid, you know, to step into that energy again because you may have gotten stabbed in the back or you may have seen it. Especially those of you where you've been around a lot of relationships or even marriages that have not worked out, and being afraid of commitment again is not necessarily because of your experience or someone else's. But having that fear because of that, seeing that person going through pain because of that, is keeping you from being able to really give yourself an opportunity to have something real. So some of you may just be afraid of committing or uniting with someone. Yeah, there could be a sense of, for some of you, you may have some self-sabotage here. You may have had your own, you know, self in the back. You may have caused this because you fear of commitment here. That could be an energy of not being able to trust someone, you know. Feeling like you just can't trust anyone. Yeah, not enough. Frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage. Fear, ego issues, and jealousy. Yeah, this could be a part of, you may sabotage a relationship here for some of you. And this could be part of this Five of Cups in reverse, wanting to make amends. You don't know if you don't try. You won't know what's going to happen here if you don't try. For some of you, you may not just feel good enough for this person. But again, you won't know unless you try to put yourself out there. Okay. I'm going to leave that there. We do have mirror at the bottom of the deck. Mirroring each other's self-image, relationships, reflect on our wounds, and introspection. And I think this is what you've been kind of doing. And it's like, again, you go back to, maybe I'm not ready for this. Maybe I need to think about this a little bit longer. It's like the cycle that you keep going back into. I kind of want to pick up, for those of you where there is someone else here, I kind of want to pick up on their energy just to see. What is the other person's energy here for them that have someone else? What is this other person's energy? The Ten of Swords in the reverse. This is someone that wants to have improvements here. This is someone that wants to recover. They want to have a regeneration here in this connection. They don't want this to be over with. Anything else you can tell me about this for this other person? What is it they want? The Wheel of Fortune. They want another opportunity here to fix things. This is someone that may have actually, you have that Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck, guys. Isn't that awesome? That Cancer energy, you have the Queen of Cups on the table for you. But yours is clarifying that Eight of Swords, and that's that fear. That's what's holding you back here. This person still has a lot of love for you with this Queen of Cups energy. They still want to nourish you. There's something to do with this person having a really nourishing energy with you, or wanting to take care of you. They still see this connection here with you as being something that is fortunate for them to have, and they don't want to lose it. They don't want it to end. They still want to nurture this connection. They want to have improvements here or fix things. Yeah, look at that. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Person wants to come out of the cold here with you to have improvements. This is someone that's ready to forgive. I kind of want to get some, let's grab some of these. Let's see what this person would say to you, if they could say anything. What would this person say? I don't trust you. Okay, so something happened here where this person feels like they're unsure if they can trust you or not. They're still in a place to where they want to nurture this connection. They're still in a place to where they still have all these feelings for you. They want to bring things back together, but they don't know if they can trust you or not. This may have whatever happened here really pulled on this person's, their own shadows that they've been holding with trusting other people. Not knowing if they can trust themselves not trusting their own intuition to know if they could trust themselves in a relationship, trusting that they would know when and when not to let down their walls in a relationship. Trust is a fickle thing, isn't it? Only really way to trust someone is just to trust yourself, to be comfortable with yourself, to know that even if that person comes out and says that they were untrustworthy in some sort of way, and you picked up on that, you're comfortable if that happens, if they come out and say that, because you are comfortable and safe and stable within yourself. You know, and if you feel that, or you sense that, knowing when to create some sort of boundary there, healthy boundary with this person. So this is someone that they want an opportunity to come back in, you know, they want an opportunity to fix things. They don't feel like this is something that's over. They feel like a divine timing that the two of you will come back together. I think this is someone that's wanting an opportunity here to trust you again, to give you a chance. What else will this person say? I feel you even though we're apart. So they do still sense this connection here with you. I said in the beginning, I feel like there's a spiritual connection that's here. I did pick up on that with that High Priestess in the eyes that I was looking at in that card. Let me see if I can find that. I do feel like that the two of you just feel each other on a, you know, a really spiritual, intense level. Anything else this person would say to Pile 1 if they could say anything? I know you don't feel the same. I think that this person feels as if maybe they feel more for you than you do of them. And you could have held back your emotions here with that Eight of Swords and that Queen of Cups and it being there. You could have really had too much fear to express yourself with this person. So it's like this person's kind of accepted that you just do not feel the same way about them as that they do about you. Oh, we have just being near you is intoxicating. So this person still feels the attraction here in this with you in this connection. They still feel attracted to you. They still feel this intensity. I hope that one day I hope that you can forgive me one day. So this person isn't fully putting this Ten of Swords on you. There is some things here that this person's accepting. They're taking some responsibility here for the parts that they have played in this connection. Thank you for leaving me. This is a shadow card, so it's almost like this person may have became more aware to some of their own insecurities after you have left them. They've created some healthy boundaries. They know like some things about themselves. You showed them some things that they didn't see before in themselves that they've grown from. So it's almost like this person is, in a way, thankful. Even though this has been painful, thankful for how things have transpired. Otherwise, they would be walking around still possibly in this insecurities within themselves. One more shadow card, guys. You're so easy to see through. Like I said, I think that you and this person can see through each other very easily. It's like you can see your own shadows. You can see the core of who you are. And I think that's one reason why this person is still, you know, still here, still willing to work this out, is because they do feel like that they, even though that you've kind of done things in the way that you have, they still do feel these, they still see the light in you. You know, they still see the good in you. What's the future here for Pile 1 moving forward? Reconciliation pops right out. This has been coming out a lot. So you may have reconciliation here with this person on the horizon for some of you, but I do feel like you have to get past this fear. There's an opportunity for that coming. Healing. So healing this connection, bringing this back together and getting back to a good place. I do feel like some You may have some revelations here with this person. We have family. So family, you may have a family together. You may be family or feel like family with one another. This is also kind of representing that that close inner child connection with one another. Do you know? Like that feeling like you know that you have known this person forever. That home-like feeling with family here. This card does say the conflict is resolved, the healing has begun, and you do have healing here with reconciliation. So I do feel like that you and this person will find common ground here in the future, but you have to get over this. You have to quit letting this stress kind of hold you back, this fear kind of hold you back. Having patience with yourself here is also something that's really important. Being willing to accept delay, know that anything worth having takes time. Anything worth having takes a risk sometimes. The situation is causing stress and anxiety. Sometimes we just overcomplicate things as humans. We do. We just overcomplicate things. That's why some people take forever to apologize and some people apologize right away. There's different points in that. Some people really need to figure out how they feel about a situation before they just come in and apologize. And some people just apologize right away without really being sorry or without really feeling sorry or knowing what they've done. And I think there's something to do with that here of giving yourself patience to figure out what transpired and taking responsibility for your part and this person taking responsibility for their part. And then allowing things to unfold naturally, coming together. But if you overthink it, that can go the opposite direction, you know? Okay, so let's get a Soul Truth Oracle. For those of you where this is a past relationship, I think that we've kind of went a different direction in this reading. I think that this is more of a reconciliation here, but this could just be you reconciling with yourself as far as forgiving yourself or forgiving someone else so that you can move on and you can heal and have a new beginning for yourself here moving forward. So we have, how does my body want to move today? So, you know what I was talking about? You need to get off your butt and kind of, you know, get out of that Four of Swords energy and move. So there you go. How does my body want to move today? It says, when we move, we change our state and rise our vibrations. This new elevated state becomes a channel for more energy. Are you moving your body daily? Are you passionate about it? Is it time to try something new? Today's soul action is, how does your body want to move today? Listen and enjoy it. And joyfully listen and joyfully do. So yeah, for some of you, this is about you needing to get up and kind of taking action. You need to get up and kind of do something here. If this is something that you're wanting to hold on to. I'm going to pull one of these before we get some key cards here and initials. I don't know if I'm going to be able to hold these initials up or not. I do have another camera that is on my cards that I'm going to try to post along with this, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not. So pile one. Advice for pile one moving forward. Whoa. Guess what? We have the line. We have the line. So it's the number 16, which is the Tower in tarot. Sorry guys, I had to pause for a second. My little one in there. Okay, so this is the line, number 16. It says, harness the loyal and protective aura of the line. Charge ahead magnificently. So there's your indicator right there. Charging ahead. Taking some action, moving forward. Number 16 is the Tower. So maybe for some of you, the reason that you've been kind of holding back, and my phone's gonna die. The reason that you've kind of been holding back here is maybe because you've been afraid of that Tower moment, facing that Tower moment. This is an indicator to keep charging ahead, you know, have that inner strength there. Embrace that lion energy. Okay, that's pretty significant. Okay, so let's get some initials and we'll get a couple of key cards here to close. So I definitely hope that this helps. Y'all let me know how you like this. Oh, we got the 3 of Swords sticker. So there's that separation and that pain or that heartbreak. You also have meditate, which you've been in. You have who am I? Which is, I think, part of that, you know, working on yourself. And clear within. This is you needing to clear out all that negativity or that chaos that's going on within you. Meditate on it to clear that out. Just for today, embrace impermanence. I did it. Just for today, embrace impermanence. Be here now. This is where you will find your flow. Be here now. So it's like being in this place that you're in currently and embracing all of what you've been through here and understanding the strength that you've gained from that is where you're going to feel that flow of energy. And then if you just allow it, it will take you where you need to go. Yeah. If you just allow it, it will, and embrace it, it'll take you where you need to go. If you do not choose how you feel, then the world will choose for you. Master your frequency. That's a big one there, guys. If you do not choose how you feel, then the world will choose it for you. Yeah. If you're not mastering and taking charge of your own emotions and your own feelings, and you're allowing all that fear and everything outside of that to take the best of you, then you're letting outside people or outside influences affect how it is that you feel about a situation. No matter what anyone says to you, it's always going to come back to, but how do you feel? Because you're the one that's experienced your life, not other people. You're the one that's been through those experiences. So it's always interesting when the thimble comes out and there's a letter in there and you have the O in there. So it's like that to me is representing a cycle. So wanting to protect yourself and a new cycle is something that's here. It's just be cautious of the boundaries that you set. That's all. Just be aware of what boundaries you're setting. Guys, you have the line again in the bowl. I know you aren't going to be able to see these very well, but so again, taking on that lion energy. It's like the 3rd time we've seen that. You have the little nutcracker here, so Christmas time may be significant, but this is also representing taking charge here. You know, in the nutcracker, he defeats the rat. So defeating your fears there, taking charge. We did see that Knight of Pentacles that came out in your reading. So, you know, slow but determined. You also have another Knight. So this one for me can represent the Knight of Swords. So being in that place to where you're taking charge in communication, or you're taking swift action is another thing that's here. There's a lot to do with taking action here, guys, that's coming through, and being courageous. You also have the cheetah, which is about endurance, persevering, and swift action, moving forward. And then you have this shell. So coming out of your shell. Coming out of your shell. You also have the heart, the little black heart. You have the number 6, which is about healing, and the Lovers in tarot. You also have the X, so being at a crossroads. You have an N here. I don't know how I'm going to do this, guys. I'll have to hold this up somehow. You have an A, an N, an L, and an I. So we have, and a Z. Let's see. We have Lane. I don't really see anything here, guys. These aren't very many letters. Well, I guess you have X too, so LAX. Okay, so I'm gonna hold these up so y'all can see them, hopefully. I'll hold them up here. And I'm gonna leave you guys here. So thanks guys for being here. Thanks for all y'all's love and all y'all's support. I hope you like this. Y'all let me know what you think. I won't do this all the time. It's too much work for what I have anyways, my setup. But y'all let me know what you think, and maybe I'll start doing this every now and then. And thanks guys for being here. Thanks for all your love and all your support and all your kindness, of course. And I hope to see you guys soon. Bye. Hey, how to. So if you chose the really amazing, I love this. It's so pretty. This is the, I call it the Fire Aura Quartz Tower. Piece of hair just wouldn't come off me. So this will be your reading. So we're gonna get straight into the tarot, and we're just gonna take a straight up look here to see what it is that Spirit's wanting you to know at this time. I'm gonna hold the cards up as I pull them. We're starting off here with the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles. Taurus energy for me. Okay. So pile 2. Pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know about love at this time? So if you missed the intro, this is the Last Unicorn Tarot. I'm a little obsessed with this tarot deck. It's awesome. You'll see why in just a minute. The cards are so pretty. Okay, pile 2. What does pile 2 need to know at this time, Spirit? Pile 2, what do they need to know about love at this time? What does pile 2 need to know about love at this time? I have Judgment. Scorpio energy there. Okay. So you may be stepping into some sort of awareness, some sort of a acknowledgement here. Just pile 2 need to know at the time. You have the Fool in reverse. So there may be some sort of awakening here within you of some prior past mistakes is what I heard. Maybe you kind of juggled a situation there in your past. And you have some kind of new awareness about that. Y'all may have a really complex situation from your past that you're having to kind of take judgment on, responsibility for. You have the King of Swords here that's showing up. This is Aquarius energy for me. There's some truths here that have come to the surface. Ooh, well, there's 3 cards here, but I'm gonna take them the way that they flew out when I said that about the truth, and you have the Ace of Swords here. So there you go. There's apparently some truth here, some kind of clarity that you've came into, some sort of awareness here that you've stepped into. Also, you have the Star in reverse, some sort of dream that you had, wish that you had. You may be losing hope with. But you're really looking at that King of Swords there. And you also have a King of Pentacles here in reverse. Capricorn energy for me. The Star would be that Aquarius energy again. So there's a lot of Aquarius energy here. Aries, Scorpio. Okay. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. It's going to be a pretty large spread. We have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this could be a Solid new start. This could be you offering something to someone, maybe an apology, or someone offering this to you, maybe an apology here. But regardless of the reasoning of why this new start's happening, it's still a solid new start. So something that's really getting off the ground, you know what I mean? There's something here that is coming in the way of, could be coming in the way of a message, some letters, some document, something here that is going to kind of have this renewal or refreshing kind of an energy here, where you're going to gain some kind of truth, some kind of awareness or acknowledgement of something that you were unaware of in the past. And it's going to kind of bring out this, for some of you, I have to be honest here, this may actually bring on some sort of loss of hope that something will ever be grounded here. Someone's bringing you some sort of truth of the reality of a situation that's going to, you're going to feel like this is, even though you wanted this truth, it's not going to be exactly what it is that you're wanting to hear. And you still may kind of be hesitant towards this person. You may feel like this person may be still being kind of dishonest with you, or maybe it's just not telling you the whole truth. You're really going to have your eye on this person about if what they're telling you is the full truth or not. It may actually make you feel a little bit of loss of hope that you'll ever be able to really ground something here with this person. There's a lot of bombshells that I'm feeling here. I'm going to go ahead and get some clarifiers because I feel like this is very, this is much more intense here. This could look in the way of a conversation for some of you. Tell me what this judgment's here for. To clarify judgment, we have the world. So you're going to get a truth here about some kind of ending. You're going to be able to have this, with judgment in the world, it's like closing out of a cycle and possibly starting something fresh, either with yourself or with someone else involved. Are you and this person kind of starting fresh? You're going to get that closure, guys, I feel like, that you're looking for. And you're going to get that truth that you're looking for. But you're still going to be questioning it even after they express everything. This is Empress energy here for the full in reverse. This is Taurus energy, Libra for me. It's Divine Feminine energy here. So you don't want to be a fool. Moving forward, you want to... You're resistant here. You're in this place of where it's like you're saying, I've done this before, I've taken this risk before and it didn't play out for me, and now I have my protective gear on, right? I don't feel like you're completely stepping away from it. It's just that, why is this King of Swords here? What is this King of Swords here? The Knight of Cups. There's someone that's coming in that's going to express emotions to you. But this is going to be kind of like a kiss and a slap. I think that this person's going to come in and express some kind of emotion to you and some kind of truth, and maybe why something ended. You're going to get that closure. But then something else comes in. Something else shifts here. Let's see if we can figure this out. Why is the Ace of Swords here? Why is the Ace of Swords here? Justice. Guys, this is, the scales are being balanced. You're getting that clarity and truth that you've been waiting for, possibly for a long time here. You're going to have this conversation. This person's going to open up about the way they feel, express to you how they feel. The thing is, though, is that Libra energy here, they're looking at their feelings in a logical way. So this is someone that would say, yes, I do have feelings for you. I do have, I do feel emotionally about you. I do have romantic feelings for you, but this isn't, we can't be together. This isn't going to happen, or this is why I have to step away from this, or Something to this nature. So that's that kiss and slap that I'm talking about. So why is the sun, well, the sun may be relevant here. That's about clarity. So there may be some kind of disappointment. This is going to be disappointing. Yeah. It's like you get joy and disappointment in the same kind of go. Why is the star here in reverse? Death in reverse. Scorpio energy. You still have this wish, this hope that you're clinging on to. And this is going to be a battle internally, I feel like, with you. Because there's a part of you that wants to kind of hold on to feeling hopeful. But then there's a part of you that is like, that's something that's just dead and gone. And I need to let this go. This wish that I've been holding on to for so long, you're going to get like this new understanding about letting it go and why it is that you need to let this go. Whatever this person says to you, why is this King of Pentacles in the reverse? It could be that this person can't ground a relationship with you. They can't offer you what it is that you want. Why is this King of Pentacles in reverse? And this may be some kind of realization that you have to have within yourself as well. Why is this King of Pentacles here in reverse? Emperor. Go watch pile 1. I even said this in pile 1. I think I accidentally named pile 1, pile 2 at some point. I think it might have been in the intro. I can't remember. But Emperor energy, Aries energy. We're in Aries season now. So, with that King of Pentacles in reverse. What's the influence behind that? Emperor energy, divine masculine energy. So you have Empress, Emperor energy out here on the table. Why is this Emperor? What's the energy behind this Emperor here? There's something that I'm not seeing. The Tower here. The Magician. This is someone that feels like they're doing what's right, guys. Scorpio energy, Aries energy here again. This is someone that's feeling like they're doing what's best or what's right for them. They don't feel like this. They don't want to change. Guys, this is someone that doesn't want to have changes in their life. With a relationship, they're going to express to you that they have feelings for you. There's no doubt here. But again, they're looking at it in a logical way. They're trying to rationalize these feelings into a reality, and they don't feel like that this is something that can ultimately come together. It could be that this relationship can cause chaos, or it could be that this person just doesn't want to change right now. They don't want to have anything change with them right now. They could be in a place of stability, or they could be in a place of comfortability, whatever that looks like for them. And they don't want to take this risk to change anything. They don't want this tower to come down, okay? This is someone that's saying, I'm not at a place where I have everything it is that I need, or I feel stable enough that I can cause this significant upheaval in my life at this time. And this is how this person's taking charge of the situation here with you. And this may leave you a little confused or a little trapped in your head. Let's tell me about that Death in reverse. Page of Cups. It may be that this person is saying here that they can offer you this Page of Cups that's here, or they can hold on to this in a small kind of, in a small kind of way. What's the Page of Cups here? The Eight of Wands. Yep, it's communication. So this is this person kind of, First off, I do feel like there's some sort of an apology here that they've kind of made you kind of cling on to something that they knew was never going to work out. This is someone that kept getting you to remain hopeful about something and leaving you in that place of limbo. And they're going to communicate how they're sorry about whatever that is. They could have made some promises to you or just implied some things to you that they may be kind of looking back on now and realizing how that maybe have made you feel. Understanding that could have been something that really hurt you, and why they had been so stagnant when it comes to that, or why they felt stuck when it comes to that, is because this person wasn't ready for this change to begin with. This person wasn't, it's an energy of, they weren't ready for things to be over with you. They weren't ready for things to have big changes in their life either, especially when it comes to love or connection. There's still, that Magician in reverse is, it's almost like they felt maybe as if that they could kind of manipulate the situation and have it kind of work out for everybody, but it didn't. That got misinterpreted at some point, and they got kind of caught up in that. This is someone that's saying, I had the best of intentions here. I was trying to kind of be this for everybody and want something here with you, but they kind of kept telling you things or giving you these things to keep you in this kind of limbo place, this purgatory kind of place. But that can only be something that lasts for so long. And if you asked any more of this person, and they kept kind of putting you off, and then all of a sudden they just dropped you altogether, it became too much. And this person didn't know how to express this to you without expressing their feelings to you. And I don't know if this person knew exactly what they were feeling at the time and what would be better or what would be worse. To tell you the truth about that or to deny you of that. I think either way it was going to hurt. They can't manifest the change that they need. What is the Tower here? What is the Tower that's here? Yeah. The Four of Cups in reverse. This person can't choose what they want for themselves right now. I don't know that they even want to choose what they want for themselves right now. This person could feel as if they may have other responsibilities. Let me hear more about that with that Four of Cups here in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, they can't choose. They have to have responsibilities, or they have other things that they need to be taken care of, and they can't choose their self right now with this relationship here with you. Tell me more about Justice. They want to be able to bring justification to you because they feel as if you deserve that. Six of Cups. They're going to tell you all about this past, what happened. This is someone that thinks about what they wish they would have said a lot. Like, man, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that. I wish I wouldn't have said this or that. They think about this connection that they have here with you, and they want to bring justice to this connection. They want to bring, yeah, they feel this connection. They care about you. And they feel like you deserve this, the truth. Why is that Knight of Cups here? the Nine of Pentacles. This person would also tell you that you're everything that this person would want. Everything that this person would want, they see in you. Oh, this can make me cry. This is actually kind of a sad reading. Yeah, I mean, look at this, guys. You have the Knight of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. This is the truth that they're going to bring you. You have the King of Swords. This is clarifying the King of Swords. There's no doubt in this person's mind that they have these feelings for you and that they see you as being everything that they've wanted. You're like the whole package. So let's see what the Empress is. They can't take this risk here with you. The Devil in reverse. I think this person feels as if they're not good for you. Holding on to them is not good for you. This is about releasing. I mean, this is this Capricorn energy, by the way. This is about releasing some fears, though. I also feel like this person, I don't think that they feel like this relationship is toxic. I think they feel like it could be, you know, in their life. There's something to do with them not being able to focus on this with you right now. For some of you, ever. Like, they can't have this relationship with you. That's what I'm talking about this is going to be everything you wanted to hear. But it may also, it's going to be a letdown in the same sentence, you know? Also, this person is going to express to you that moving forward in their lives, that they're working on themselves. They're trying to release themselves from a lot of their shadows, a lot of their unnecessary behavior. Some things that maybe they've done in their life or that they have felt that's just been unnecessary for them or for the situation here with you even. And that's something but through this connection, this person's kind of recognized within themselves or they've learned through this connection is that they do things that are unnecessary. They bring on a lot of unnecessary pain for themselves or for others. And this is something this person wants to release themselves from. They want to start fresh, not only with you, but just with themselves. This person's trying to get away from the devil. They're trying to get away from any toxicities in their life that they know aren't good for them, that's not serving their highest good. It's just like they don't feel like they're for your highest good. Let's see what the world here is. Queen of Cups. Yeah. This person cares about you and they feel like you deserve this truth. They know you do. And they want to be honest with you here. They want to bring you this. They want to bring you the truth of this. I mean, this is to clarify judgment in the world. They want to be able to close out a cycle here with you and know what you mean to them, that you matter to them. And this is definitely not going to be an easy thing to do for this person, to be honest with you in this way. Tell me more about the Devil, please, in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah. They don't feel like they would be the best decision for you at all. This person really puts you up there, guys. They do see you. I mean, it's like if they could have you, they would have you in a heartbeat. There's no question in there. They see you in a very good way. But they don't feel like they would be good for you. And they feel as if you deserve more than what they can give you. They're not a good option here for you. They're not a good choice for you. And this is why this is why that everything has happened in the way that it has. This is why they can't take this risk. It's not because they can't take a risk for themselves, as so much so as they can't take this risk for you. They don't want to. This is someone that doesn't want to cause any kind of chaos in your life either, you know? And they don't feel like they can, they don't feel good enough. They don't feel like I don't know what's going on here in this connection, but this person's not in a stable place. And they're comfortable where they are. They feel like they have to be where they are. Like they don't have a choice. And it's on them. You know, they're taking responsibility for that. They feel like they're doing what's best or what they need to be doing. You know, the Page of Wands. This is someone that feels inspired to be where they are and do what they need to be doing where they are. They want to learn. They want to move forward. They feel inspired to... Give me more for that. There's something to do with the Three of Cups in reverse. They feel like they have some sort of... They could have others around them here that rely on them. I think I said that already. Responsibilities of others that kind of rely on them, that they can't isolate themselves from. They can't leave behind. The Four of Swords. They've contemplated it though. They have thought about it. It does cross their mind. But they always come back to it as being something that they can't do. You know, the Eight of Swords. They know that this Eight of Swords is different than normally the way I read it, because this is telling me that this person knows. They know that that Eight of Swords is swords that they have put there for themselves. They know that they're trapping themselves in this, but they feel like if they turn around and look back, if they get in this relationship and they move forward and they leave whoever behind, or if they don't take on these other responsibilities and they leave those behind, they feel like they would regret that, or it would only cause destruction. And this person can't do that. They just can't do it. They're trapping themselves there intentionally. Can you tell me about the Eight of Wands? The High Priestess. This person feels, this is the High Priestess energy, Pisces energy, Cancer energy for some. But this is like, this person knows that you know this. This person knows that you already know. I think this person feels like you already know all of this. Like you already know that they were going to, intuitively, you could already feel like they were going to come to you. They were going to tell you this. Like they just have this feeling that you already know all this. You and this person may have a very intuitive connection. I picked up on that on pile 1 too. This kind of reminds me of pile 1, to be honest with you. I think I already said that, but what about the 2 of Swords? The 5 of Cups in reverse. Regretful. Regretful. It's regretful. You know, they're not happy in this decision. This is someone that wants to come back in, make amends from the disappointments. I think they're disappointed in how they kind of handle this situation in the past and what they've kind of left you with. Tell me about this Queen of Cups, please. Yeah, the Moon. This is someone, again, Pisces, Cancer energy. This is someone that doesn't want to leave you in your head. They don't want to leave you in this place. I think that this person kind of knows that by treating you maybe in the way that they have, and leaving you in that place, they created some unnecessary fears around relationships and love for you. And this is something this is definitely not the way that they want to kind of, this is not the impression that they want to leave with you. This is not the imprint that they want to have with you. And this is why they're coming back in, and they want to fix this. And there's that 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this is slow moving energy. It's maybe been a long time coming. This person's taken a long time to come in here. You have the Ace of Wands under that, which is someone that's, they haven't been feeling inspired to move forward and do this. You have this Ace of Cups that's underneath that. And that 8 of Cups is right under there. So it's like this person hasn't been feeling inspired to do this because they're walking away from a relationship here. They're walking away from love. You know, they're having to walk away from, they know how hard it has been for you to, yeah, this is kind of repetitive of what I just said. Together you have 9 here with the 8 and the 1. And that's your 9 of Cups. And this person wants you to go after that. What your 9 of Cups is. What would make you happy. But it's also been hard for them to let you go fully. I mean, this person likes the fact that you're sad about losing them. This person likes that you still think about them. They're trying to do what they feel like is best for you here. This is a hard reading. Let's get some message. I don't know if I want to. I'm going to though. Let's get some message cards and then we'll pull some. Let's go ahead and do that first. We'll pull some of these and then we'll get some message cards. These are just a mix of everything. Okay. Pile 2. Passions. Don't be afraid to follow what makes your heart happy. We have codependency. So this is something that maybe this relationship has kind of taught you, is to break yourself free from codependency. Pay attention here. This person doesn't want you to have to rely on them. They know you can't rely on them. That's kind of what they're saying. You can't rely on them. Yeah, putting in the work here, continuing to work on yourself, continuing to work on what it is that you're passionate about, Building the path for success here. Have a clean slate. So starting fresh, something that's here with you and this person, and you know, it's just starting fresh here in your life. We also have guarded. This is what this person's trying to prevent, is you being in such a sad place, trying to get over this person, that you're guarding your heart here and you're not moving forward trying to find happiness for yourself. Energy activation. Connect to the divine through meditation and prayer. So connecting to the divine at this time is something that you can depend on to help you move forward. Strictly sexual. This person could have, this connection is passionate but not enduring. This person could have, and that kind of goes with here too, with passions and the guarded heart. This person could have told you this relationship was only a passionate relationship, lustful, sexual, and they had no feelings here, but really they were just guarding their heart here, not wanting to catch feelings. I think this person may have thought that they could, so that's maybe why they pushed you away or were very guarded towards you. This definitely did break yourself free from some codependency that you've had, and self-worth. It's made you acknowledge your own worth within yourself, what you deserve. Putting in that work on yourself. Let's see what this person would say. What would this, look at this. I do wish you well. So this is a shadow card. And this person, they do wish you well, but it still hurts to let you go. It says, I'm not financially stable. So this person, again, they're trying to find that stability. They're not in a place to where they can offer you or anyone anything. They're trying to find, it may not be just financially, but just stability within themselves and who they are and where they are. I need to focus on my healing. We saw that there with that devil in reverse, and I told you this person's wanting to kind of nurture that, kind of becoming a better person here. What else is this person? I'm not coming back. So for some of you, this is the ending of this relationship. I mean, I'm just going to be completely honest with you guys. That star is in reverse for a reason. For some of you, this is this person saying that they can't involve themselves in this relationship anymore. This also, for some of you, this could be this person kind of going somewhere else with that tower. They could be kind of moving in a new direction, in a different direction away from you. And this could be like their goodbye to you, you know? I wonder if you're happy without me. So with I do wish you well being a shadow card, this is something that this person does. I mean, this hurts, guys. Thinking about you being with someone else and moving on from them. So many things remind me of you with that Six of Cups that's there. Those things have made this person, though, staying in this place where they wanted to come back toward you in this way, because it made them realize the connection that they feel with you and how they wanted to nurture you. I wish I could share my good news with you. So this is like someone that would say, you know, I want to be able to stay in touch with you, but I think there's some hesitancy there because of those feelings that are there. If that would be a good or not so good thing. I feel so happy with you. This is someone that, I mean, this is someone that's going to express truth about all this, acknowledgement. If they do feel good around you, they feel right about you. Look at this. I am becoming a better person. Told you. This person wants to be better. And I think that this is something that they've realized from you in this connection, is that because of maybe the way that they've impulsively kind of treated you, and why, and everything that's there. We talked about that with that devil in reverse. Choices that they've made and why they made the choices that they did. The bottom of the deck, guys. This person is trying really hard to become a better person, and that is part of what they can get from this connection with you. And you can take away the fact that you found this worth within yourself, and you're no longer codependent as much as you were before in relationships. You're more capable of standing on your own at this point. Bottom of the deck says, I hope that you will forgive me one day. Yeah. Okay, so let's get, what else? I'm going to go ahead and get some advice to close. Actually, let's see what pretty much we can kind of tell. Maybe a little bit different for everybody because the connection's going to be different. Yeah, I just tapped the deck on nurture and reconnect and reconciliation. Let's see what the future of this connection will be. Let's say the next month to 3 months out, the future of the connection. The future of it. We have romance. So this is that Knight of Cups energy for me. You know, your feelings are real and worth exploring. This is going to bring those emotions to the surface. So you're going to feel differently with this person. It's going to bring all these feelings to the surface. You're going to spend a period of time, even if this person comes to you in this way and turns around and you don't speak to this person for a while, you will go into this reminiscing period. It's going to be confusing for you for a while. You're going to reminisce. You're going to go back to experiences where you kind of question yourself, question this connection, and you're going to, it's going to be like, just going to make you think about everything all over again in a different kind of way from what you've thought about it before. You even kind of maybe went through a period to where you were thinking about this connection as in maybe it wasn't what you thought it was. And now because you now have this full clarification, now you're going to go back through it again and you have a better and a deeper level of acceptance with it. Because you now know the truth and you don't have to question it or question your own sanity, you know. We have patience here. Being willing to accept delay, know that anything worth having takes time. And, you know, this person's coming in that Knight of Pentacles, which is that patient energy. One of the reasons that the Knight of Pentacles is so slow is because he spends time and he takes time with all the people that are around him on the way there. And I think a lot of that is this person's issue is they've tried to look at it from other people around the two of you, the perspective, how it would affect everyone moving forward. So they've taken some time here, not only to think about you and them, but to think about everyone else along the way, you know? Crossroads. I do feel like that there's an indecision. Someone needs to make a choice. I think that that's part of this, though. Where do you take it from here now moving forward when it comes to balance and how to balance out this now moving forward? It's going to be somewhat different than it has been in the past with this person. In connections, you have new love underneath that. So for some of you, moving past this connection and this person, you know, and accepting this thing is possibly over completely for some of you. Now finding balance moving forward. What does that look like in a new relationship? Is this someone, is it going to be, you know, I'm sure it's going to be difficult. You still have love for this person. But there's a sense of still having love, but feeling acceptance here. You know, there's a sense of accepting the situation and opening yourself back up again. Let's get one of these for you guys for that. There's another message here. Let's see. Can you give me one more for the crossroads? What am I missing here? Okay, you don't gotta be so aggressive about it. We have the sun energy. I think I mentioned this on accident in the beginning of your reading, having that sun. Just having that truth and that clarity and the growth that you've experienced in this connection is a big part of this. Now that you can, like, moving forward with who you are now versus who you were before you met this person. So that sun energy, it says, open your heart to the enormous growth ahead, the number 30. Yeah, it's that, you know, opening your heart to the growth that you could experience in the future and seeing this connection as a gift in a part of your journey that was needed for you to be able to blossom and to grow. And you also have the star at the bottom of the deck. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. The number 29, which is the number 11, which is being on the right path and divine purpose and having wishes in the future. Different wishes, new wishes that will come true, that will help you grow and blossom. And yeah, all is well, right? All is well. It's like, it's going to give you a sense of peace. Like all is well in your soul. You know, it's going to give you that sense of peace and stillness so that you may go through a period of loss, you know, a period of healing, but you're going to feel 100 times better than you did when this person left you the first time, you know? Okay, so give me a good one here for call two, please. Guys, it says, who am I ready to forgive? I mean, I am not what happened to me. I am who I choose to become. It is time to let go, forgive, and move onward. Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom, and insight. Love at it from their shoes. Notice how you grow and what you've learned. Who do you want to become, and how is it this resilience holding you from what your soul wants? Today's soul action. Write a forgiveness letter and then practice the I can't say this word, guys, but it's a prayer. Today, while thinking of the person that you are ready to forgive, I love you, I am sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. Remember, the bottom of the deck for your person as far as what they want to say to you is, I hope that one day you can forgive me. Yeah. Sometimes we have to forgive those people in our lives that can't be everything that we are asking them to be for us. Just accepting the gift that was the connection at some point and carry that with you moving forward. Not carrying pain, not resentments, not anything else, just carrying that feeling of this connection being a blessing as far as the experience, having this person in your life, experiencing something like that in that depth, and it allowing you and helping you to grow and acknowledge yourself in the way that you have. Moving forward. You have a 5 of Pentacles here. So coming out of the cold here, I think is coming out of isolation here. Where you have felt abandonment, where you have felt insecure within yourself. This is like the closing out of this chapter fully. Finally getting that closure that it is that you wanted. Compassion. Yeah. Having compassion here for yourself, with this person having compassion for you as well. We have moving away. So moving away from this connection. And for some of you, this person may be moving away. We saw that with that tower. Or the reason why they moved away from you was because of the compassion that they felt for you. And you have the Lovers here too. So you have that Lovers here twice, and having this, knowing and feeling this connection is not, it's not just you. You know, this person felt it too. But, I mean, basically what they're saying with these cards is they're showing compassion to you by moving away from this love, because they don't feel like that they can offer you, for whatever reason, what it is that you deserve. And this isn't something that you can just make this person's yes you can, yes you are. You know, you can't. It's how they feel about it within themselves, and this person knows they're not good for you. And if that's the case, I would say, you know, believe them when they say that, because they know themselves better than anyone else does, even you. Okay, so we have L, S, V, and I'll try to hold these up here in just a minute. We also have the P, and we have the number 2. So there's that balance we saw at the bottom of the deck here. So this is going to help bring in balance for you, so that you can go look for new love if that's what you're wanting, you know, or you can just feel better about what has happened here so that you can find peace. So you can open yourself up again, step outside of your shell here. And then there's that connection with those 2 birds with that heart in the middle. Here's the truth coming at you. Here's the closure pin. So this is that closure that we were talking about, the zipper. Finding closure, getting the truth, finding closure. And then you have this, all the work that you put in on yourself with the screwdriver. Yeah, and then this is also representing fixing things. You know, this person coming back in to fix the way that you're seeing them. We have, again, the crossroads. So being at that crossroads is something that you see here. All right, guys, I'm gonna kind of sort of hold this up so y'all can maybe see. And I'm gonna leave you here. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it helps you guys moving forward. Good luck to you guys. And y'all let me know how you like this. I know this is different. I won't do this all the time. Obviously, it takes a lot of work. But y'all let me know what you think. I may do it just, I don't know, once a month or something like that. So thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for all y'all's love and all y'all's support, and of course your kindness, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, Pile 3. So if you chose the Labradorite Moon, then this is going to be your reading. All right, guys. So I'm going to set this over here to the side, and we're going to start right in with tarot. So this is just going to be whatever the message is that Spirit feels like that you need the most. Pile 1 and 2, I think we're connected, to be honest with you. Really, this is just where you are in love right now, and what is it, what are you really wanting to hear? What are you wanting to understand? What are you wanting to see as far as where you are that you may not be seeing? You may just have something here that you're, you know, some kind of action you want to take, or direction that you want to take when it comes to love. So we're just going to get tarot, and I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing with the tarot. And then we'll get some other oracle cards and kind of play that by ear of what I need. And then, of course, we'll close with some sort of advice from Spirit and some initials. And that'll be it. Okay, so this is a little bit different of a format. So what I'm going to do is I'll hold the cards up as I'm pulling them and show y'all. Okay, but pile 3. Pile 3. Pile 3, you have kind of a anxious energy here. I feel kind of anxious. Pile 3. What's Pile 3's message, Spirit? What do they need to know about love? What do they need to know about love? You have the Hierophant in reverse. So that's Taurus energy for me. Okay. I'm trying to hold these cards up to this lighting that's over here on the side of me, if y'all are wondering why I'm putting them over there and not in front of the camera. It's hard to see, and for some reason when I hold them up, it just doesn't, you can't, if there's a shadow there. So we have the full, you see that? It's kind of, it's the lighting. I guess it's not too bad though. So the full is Aries energy. Y'all just work with me with this setup, okay? I'm getting used to it. I think that full has come out in every single pile. Just Aries energy, and you know, we're right here at the beginning of the year, so it's kind of like this energy of taking new steps forward for yourself, maybe taking some new risk here, stepping outside of your comfort zone or stepping outside of what you've traditionally done as far as relationships go. You may be someone that's kind of veering away from your traditional relationship even. Some of you may actually be veering away from a marriage or something that you've been long-term committed to. You may have not made that move yet, but you may be kind of like juggling that idea of that. What else for pile 3? Take that one. The 6 of Swords, yeah. Venturing off to a new place, getting to a calmer place even. So maybe you've been in a relationship that's been kind of rocky, not the best relationship or not the best place. For some of you, I feel like there's your stability of where it is not the best place to begin or the best place to have a relationship or the best place to start a relationship. And this could actually be something that you're taking a risk, you're stepping away from that. Or you and someone else could be even kind of going in separate directions here. This could be someone that's having a hard time releasing you, letting you go. As you see this one right here. Because you're stepping away from something that's committed or something that's, you've kind of maintained this sense of stability in this comfort zone here, and you're kind of stepping away from that, moving towards something that you feel like would be better for you, better suited for you, better fitted for you. There may be something to do with this Hierophant in reverse where it could be a marriage or it's just a long relationship that it's not the best thing for you anymore. That could be something that ended up being that situation's just not so great. And for some of you, I'm telling you, this may not actually be a person in a romance. It could just be a where your stability is, or someone that maybe a roommate. There's something to do with you stepping outside of, like, making big, bold moves here, right? Stepping way outside of your comfort zone. But you're doing it because you know it's what's best for you to leave whatever this is behind. Even though it may be difficult to leave this other person here behind, and they may be even trying to get you to stay here, but you know that it's the best thing for you to do. You know it's what would be for your highest good here. Okay. So you have this Ace of Pentacles here with this 9 of Wands here in the reverse. For some of you, it's like you feel like you have to move forward because you feel like this is just kind of a lost opportunity. And you're releasing it's like you're giving up on something here, guys. I feel like you're giving up on this opportunity, that something is going to grow from this, or something's going to change, or something's going to be better here in this situation. It's like this has been a long battle for you. This has been a really long journey, and it's like you're finally laying that sword down and saying, you know, I don't want to do this anymore. This is too much of a struggle. It's time for me to leave this part of my life here, this relationship or this place in the past, so that I can start somewhere fresh, regardless of how difficult this is and how you've kind of ventured off on this journey with this other person or with this other environment, thinking that this is going to be something that would be comfortable and good for you at this time. And now recognizing the fact that this is, even though this is hard, and you know that it's something you need to walk away from, and it's not the best opportunity for you to stay in this position. At one point, you may have looked at this as something great. And it may have never been that great for you, but you may have not seen it at the time. You may have felt like you were kind of almost pushed or trapped into this, but you were trying to look at it as the most positive thing for you. For some of you, this is really like, I feel like a relationship that you've tried to stay in. You've tried to work it out for a long time. And it's like, maybe it might get better for a little while, the relationship you have with whoever this is. It's like it might get better for a little while, but it doesn't stay there. It doesn't stay in a good place. It's just, you constantly have this repetitive pattern. Tell me about this, the Hierophant here. What's the Hierophant in reverse? The Ace of Wands. Yeah. See, you're feeling inspired here to do something different. This is it. You feel this inspiration that the key to having new things come in and new things happen for you is for you to actually venture outside of that comfort zone and step in a whole different direction for yourself. And there's something that's inspiring you here. What is that? Something that you may feel like is unique or different. An idea here, the Five of Swords in reverse. Maybe something that you've been fighting off for a long time, something you've been trying to avoid or get away from for a while, and you just can't do it. It's inside of you in your mind, you just can't see past it. But you've been trying. For some of you, this is like a relationship that's like breaking tradition in some kind of way. And you've been trying to fight this off, But the problem is that this Ace of Wands is very strong. This passion that you feel for this, that this is your true calling, that this is where you're meant to go, this is the direction that you're supposed to head in, is so strong. It's like you can't fight this anymore. You have to do this. Even if there's going to be people here that disagree with this in some kind of way. And for some of you, this may be your person. This may be your person's energy I'm picking up on. Tell me about that Fool here. The Two of Pentacles. I still do feel like for some of you, you are leaving someone or something behind. The Two of Pentacles in reverse is when you're really out of balance where you are. And it's funny too, because here he's juggling these Two Pentacles, and here he's juggling as well with the Fool. It's almost like you're looking at the less of two evils. You know what I mean? Like, either way is going to be difficult. Either choice that you make is going to be something that's difficult. Either way is going to be taking some sort of risk and being something that's difficult for you. But what are your options here, and what's more beneficial? It's like the only way that you can look through it, right? What's best for you? And I think that staying in this place that you are, you know it's not good for you. But it's the less difficult move to make would be to kind of drop this juggling that you've been doing and quit fighting whatever this is and move towards that, because you know that that's the best thing. It's like maybe you've had with all those, those 5, what is that, oranges? Those 5 oranges or whatever that is that he's juggling there. It's almost like what's best for you is oranges. I think of vitamin. Think of vitamin C, and you think of the sun. Vitamin D. It's like, what's the, those good vitamins for you, that sun energy, what's the best, what's the happiest thing for you, what's the right direction for you to take. And it's like, you already have the clarity in that. It's just actually doing it, I think, is the hard thing. So you're trying to find peace with it. You're trying to find balance with it. And looking at this as something that you have to do this. It's not something that you're just wanting to do, but you're feeling more like this is what you just have to do to get yourself in a good place. Tell me about that Six of Swords, please. Yeah, the Eight of Cups in reverse with that Six of Swords. You've done this. You went back to this before. You know, this is like back and forth here, right? You go back to it. You try to heal it. You try to be comfortable. You try to make things better. And then you find yourself walking away again. And then you go back to it. You try to, because your emotions have still been in this place with this other person, with this other thing, in this particular area. It's like your emotions are still there. So that's why you keep going back to it, trying to work it out. You keep going back to this thing to try to heal this, to try to work this out. But I think that you're getting to the point to where now you know, I got to heal this situation. And for some of you, this is you moving towards something that you know you need to still like heal a situation. You may be stepping away from one situation with that Two of Pentacles and moving towards something else that you know you need to heal from. That maybe that's that fight, that internal fight. You've been fighting that off, but you know that this is something that you need to do in order to get to that calmer place. Why is the Ace? Okay, well, I'll take it. There's that Ace of Swords. I was going to say, why is the Ace of Pentacles here? And the Ace of Swords in reverse comes out. Yeah. This is something that's been laying on you. You've known this truth for a while now. Hold on, let's see what this is. The World in reverse. You have known that this has been the truth here for a while. For some of you, this is something that, I mean, this is the same kind of thing. It's like you've just been sitting on this knowing, this inner knowing, and fighting this off. Because it's like you may have wanted to close this cycle out, but you've always kind of felt like there's just a lack of clarity here. I need to sit here longer. I need to figure this out longer. I don't have, you know, this clarity. I need to look for this clarity, you know, and this lack of closure here. Missing this opportunity here with someone, or missing an opportunity to make things better here with someone. And it's like, you're not getting the job done, you know, where you are, and you know that you need to quit fighting this in a way. And you kind of, for some of you, this is accepting having no closure. For some of you, this is accepting that the cycle here that you've been holding on to is over, and you need to move on to a new cycle here. You need to move out of this stuck energy that you've been in. I feel like this is just an internal fight that you've been having with yourself. Why is this Nine of Wands here in reverse? This is you giving up that fight. Three of Cups. Now remember when I said that you are letting go? Some of you may be letting go of one situation and moving towards or going back to something to heal something else. This could have been a third-party situation in some way, shape, or form that has kind of gotten in the way. For others of you, this could be a reunion that you were hoping for here with someone that you're kind of feeling like you need to give up on, or that this is something that's just not going to come into fruition. It's not going to happen for you. For others of you, this is like releasing things that don't serve you anymore. And this could come in the way of other people, you know, that you've been around, that have maybe been, you felt like some sort of emotional support, but now you're kind of looking at them in a different way of, are they emotionally supportive, or are they giving me bad advice? You know, this is you kind of releasing this and letting this go, not feeling like you have to fight for this or anymore. Tell me more about this Three of Cups. And the Nine of Cups in reverse. You're not happy here. You're not satisfied here anymore. It's not bringing you that sense of harmony, you know? Like, you know that where you are with these other individuals or this other person, or waiting for this reunion, whichever scenario fits. It's like, you know that this is something that is causing you a lot of, could be causing you a lot of stress, but it's something that you're just so unhappy with. You're so unhappy with whatever this is. And it's like, you know, you need to make a choice and just let this go and move forward. Why is this Eight of Cups here in reverse? What is this about? The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. There's some healing here for some of you that you need to focus on about someone that has not returned, that you were hoping for some sort of reunion with. There's still some healing here. That you need to pay attention to as far as this thing being stuck where it's at currently, knowing that this other person is kind of stuck and there's nothing that you can really do about that, and you need to continue to move on with your life and what's best for you here, and not kind of sitting and waiting for this other person. Continue to moving in the direction that you know is best. For others of you, this is kind of, remember we talked about that relationship you're not growing in that relationship. You know, you're not moving in that relationship. And for some of you, this is about being stuck, or whether or not you should go back and heal a situation. Tell me more about this Nine of Pentacles, please. The King of Pentacles. Capricorn energy for me. So again, this is like, this is about stability, guys. This is about stability. This is about trusting yourself and knowing that in order for you to feel this way and have what it is that you need around you and get to this stable place for yourself, it has to do with you releasing something, letting something go, and moving forward. Whatever that is for you guys. It's different, I feel like, for everybody. Capricorn energy is there for me. I don't know if I said that. Why is this Two of Pentacles here in reverse? Tell me about this. There's two different directions here, and I just pulled two cards on accident. How funny. You have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. You've been very afraid of the conflict, I feel like, is one thing. And the unknown. Not knowing if this is the right decision to make, not knowing if this is the right move that you should take. And who you're going to offend. I think that that's something that's big here as well. Who am I going to offend in this situation? I think that, you know, with the Five of Wands in reverse, there may be others that disagree with this. And this is something that you don't know how other people are going to feel. And not knowing how this is going to work out, not knowing what's going to happen here with you. This is the reason that you've been kind of sitting here and weighing out your options and weighing out, but it's such a stuck energy, you know, not being flexible. There's something here that you have to release, one or the other. And you're really kind of putting your mindset on realizing that with that Six of Swords being in the middle of your spread here, you have to do what's best for you. You have to do what's right for you. For some of you, I feel the Death in reverse, even though it's not here. Like you've just been clinging on to something for as long as you can in a hopeful energy. And for some of you, if this has to do with the relationship that you're letting go of, I mean, this is not knowing if you and this person are ever going to work this out. And if you don't, you know, what that's going to look like in the future. I feel it's especially for those of you that may have kids with someone here. But definitely that other people are having such an influence on these decisions that you're making. And I think that this is something that you're really kind of getting out of. And understanding that, you know, other people, you're allowing other people to influence your own decision making in such a big way. Even if this is you just waiting for someone to come back or return to you in some kind of way and heal or reunite with someone, that has been affecting not only your happiness, but it really still hinders your ability to be able to move on and find a relationship for yourself that really fits with you, where you're not sitting around waiting. You're not sitting around waiting for this person to make up their mind. You're not waiting for anyone, but you're recognizing that you're not happy and reaching out and carrying on with your life. And, you know, if this person comes back later, then kind of seeing where you're at then, but definitely not putting your life on hold for that. Yeah. This is why this message is coming through. This is about Spirit kind of insinuating to you being in this stuck energy, knowing that either direction is going to be like a dramatic shift for you. and not knowing which direction to take. You know, that anxiety kind of getting to build up in you because of that. And they're saying here is just find, I mean, the bottom line is this. Which one do you feel like, minus everyone else's opinion, which direction for you do you feel that would be the most stable and for your highest good? And then that's it. That's the direction that you take. Whether it's sitting around waiting for someone, you know, I doubt that that's it. I would assume that it would be moving in that direction, you know, releasing that conflict and moving forward. For those of you in a not so great relationship and things aren't getting any better and you've tried and tried, you know, moving on with your life here, trying to find your happiness, getting to a calmer place with yourself, releasing some of that weight off your shoulders. For those of you that feel stuck in a situation and you know you need to move in a direction that will bring you some sort of happiness, where you're not trying to please the people around you or please the person around you, but you're doing what you feel like is moving in a direction what you feel like is best for you. And just healing that situation, regardless of how that person feels, you know, but not doing what's best for them, doing what's best for you, and letting them be responsible of themselves. That's here, you know. This is all about your stability within yourself and moving to a calmer place. It's like, you know, you have to rescue yourself out of this. And I feel like it's getting to the point to where you know that you need to do this. Two of Swords just fell out in reverse. So you've been really indecisive here, not knowing which route to take. I feel the sense of you know, you don't want to hurt anybody here. And that's been part of what's keeping you kind of stuck. You don't want to hurt anybody. Can you give me one for this Nine of Cups in reverse? I'm curious to see what your happiness looks like here. Tower in reverse. Trying to keep things together. Trying to keep everything together for everyone else is making you, unfortunately, miserable. It's funny too that the pictation in this card is actually that Nine of Cups. Where's that? That's that wish, that, you know, happiness, your satisfaction there within yourself and feeling at ease and comfortable there in reverse. But it's actually a skeleton. So it's like, it's kind of like death in a way. Like you've outgrown the happiness here. You know, you've managed to try as long as you can, and maybe even the people around you are satisfied, but you aren't. So it's changing you. You know, when we get into a position to where, and I think this is part of what you're realizing here, when we're in a position to where we're with someone or around someone, even if it's just friends that we're around, and we're in there and we've had them, we're just, you know, they've just grown on us, they've just been around forever, and we know that person, or we try to make that person happy, or we care about that person and love that person, and we want to be there for them, or whatever the situation is. You don't want to release it. You want to keep trying it. You do not want that tower to come down because you know it's going to be something chaotic. And we hold on to it and we hold on to it. It's almost like we realize that even, you know, that other person, look at them. I mean, they may be just happy because they have you. You know, they're happy because they have their comfortability. They have you, they're comfortable, they're fine with the way things are. But meanwhile, you're over here just trying to hold it together, you know, super dissatisfied, super unhappy. And it can change you into a person that can be hard to be around at some point. It can, you know, it can make you grouchy, it can make you angry all the time, you can be irritable, and you're starting to maybe even get to a place to where, I don't like myself anymore, you know, this isn't who I am. And I want to be happy again, damn it, you know? I want to be myself again. And it's really, really laying on you. And it's getting to this point to where the struggle is real, all right? The struggle is real. And it's like, I feel like I need to let this go. I need to break myself free here. I need to be the one to actually break myself free from this. You know, it's funny in this card because you may actually be pretending around other people, pretending to be happy, and that's weighing on you. When we're not able to be our true, authentic self, or better yet, when we have things around us that are crippling us from being able to be that person, to be happy and be that person, be free, and just have peace, you know, peace of mind and peace around us, or we're always trying to make someone else feel comfortable and happy, our self, our true self, our authentic self just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And before you know it, we don't even know who we are anymore, you know? And in this picture, in the movie, the unicorn, humans can't see unicorns. And all they see is horses. They don't see the actual, whatever you call that, the una. I don't know what it's called. They don't see that. But in this picture, there's actually a sorcerer something like a sorcerer that makes them imaginary unicorn on this unicorn's head. And that way that when they come to see them at the circus or whatever it is in the deal, I think it's a circus, but they'll know that that's a unicorn. That's a real unicorn. It has one there, but yet humans can't see that. They're not supposed to be able to see that. And that's what I'm getting like from this, is that you're pretending to be something that you're not, wherever you are. And that's what's weighing on you. That's where the struggle's coming from. And wanting to be who you are is really calling you. Really, really calling you. But it may be something that's very unorthodox for you, or maybe other people may see this as being very unorthodox for you. It may be something that's really pushing you to step outside of your comfort zone. But it's really something that you feel this like this. I mean, you have this. It's funny too in this Five of Swords, because you know, he's sitting there right here, and you have this other couple that's over here, and he's sitting there, and he's like, you know, he's over here like keeping to himself here, kind of almost not wanting to join in, not even wanting them to see what he's doing. So there may be something that you could be even into, or you feel like you even have to be secretive. For some of you, this isn't going to resonate for everybody, but for some of you, you may feel as if you have to be kind of secretive about what it is that you're even into, because you don't want other people to kind of look down on you in some kind of way, because it may be something that's very unorthodox. And for some of you, this could have to do with a relationship or someone that you're involved with. You're afraid others may look down on that in some kind of way or something. But you have that Ace of Wands, so it is something that you're passionate about. It's something that lights you up, right? Inspires you, and inspires you enough to where you're willing to take this risk. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, you have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So this is basically like Spirit saying, you know, get yourself out of those swords, that anxiety, that fear, that worry, whatever this is. Release yourself from this. And the Ten of Swords is in reverse right under that, with the Seven of Wands in reverse. You may feel like you need to defend yourself when it comes to this ending. This is something that you want to be able to kind of almost sneak away from and not cause too much destruction. But I think that you know that there's going to be people that disagree or that are unhappy about this. So you can already just kind of mark that off your list, right? You know that there's going to be some people that feel like you're kind of stepping on their toes in a way, or you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know what you're thinking, or you know, I feel like a lot of opinions are going to come through with this. And basically what they're saying here is that you know what reasons that you're doing this for, regardless of the judgment. Here, judgment in reverse. Regardless of the judgment that others are placing on you, this is something that you need to release yourself from and let go of. You need to release yourself from this. Because you can't make everyone happy here. And you don't have to defend every move that you make in your life because others don't see it. You don't have to defend every single thing. You can sure wear yourself out trying though. But you know when you walk away from this, you're walking away because you're trying to get out of the stress, the anxiety that's around you so you can be yourself. And you're not doing it to hurt anybody. This Ten of Swords in reverse. You're not doing this to betray anybody or hurt anybody. You're just trying to do what's best for you. Such an interesting reading. I say that all the time. Wait, I just pulled it out and there's twin flame here, guys. So this may be relevant. You may be someone that's kind of feeling like you're following your soul purpose here. There's fear. And you're afraid of judgment. There's this heavy influence of being afraid of judgment here. Look at this. You have self-worth, number 26. So 2 is the number of balance and choices, and 6 is the Lovers in Tarot. But I feel like this is like this mirror, like you're looking at yourself in the mirror. I think you're judging yourself here too harshly, perhaps. Finding balance and peace within yourself. That number 6 is about harmony and peace as well with this decision. You have embrace. Find peace with your current state of being. Yeah. I love it. Yep. This is what you're doing. This is what you're trying to do. You know, if people disagree with that, and people don't agree with what you're doing, I just feel like when we really love people in our lives and we really care about people in our lives, we have to be able to have empathy completely for those people. There's so much you can say as far as, if it was me, this is the way I see it, or this is what I would choose. But ultimately, sometimes it's really hard for other people to understand completely, or put themselves into our shoes completely. It's a really hard thing to do. And so when you're explaining this to someone else and you say, I know that you love and care about me, and this is something that I feel I need to do for myself. It has nothing to do with you. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm not trying to confuse you. It has nothing to do with you, but I feel like I need to make this decision for myself because I'm not happy where I am. And I'm not the person that I want to be where I am. And if they respect that and they embrace you, and it brings a sense of peace to them to know that it does have nothing to do with them, it's about doing what's best for you. That's unconditional love, you know, in its best form. And allowing you to be yourself. And some people have a really hard time with that. Some people have a hard time with that because we don't want to let our loved ones go. You know, we don't. But we also know that we all have to be able to have our own lives. And if the life that you're living is not for your highest good, if the life that you're living is not bringing you a sense of peace and joy, and you know that there's a way that would, then, you know, it's if they love you, they'd let you go. You know what I mean? And if they don't, you have to wait for them to either figure that out later or just be okay with it. You just have to find a peace with that, because you know that you're doing what's best for you, and you're the only one that you can own. Nobody else is responsible for you but you, and you're not responsible for anyone else's happiness either. You know? Fear, it came out again. Having fear here. Fear of the unknown is something that's really big here. Fear of what's going to happen. Being afraid to step outside of where you are, not knowing what the other side of that's going to look like. Warning, don't dismiss the red flags here, okay? There could be other people that even enable you, influence you or enable you in bad behavior for some of you. And especially if this is a relationship, you know that that's toxic or it's not good for you, but you're also afraid to step outside of that, especially if this is a marriage, a long-term commitment with that Hierophant being there. You know, I do believe in mending and working things out, but I also believe that how many times are you going to do it? How many times, how long do you sit? You know, and it's different for everybody. That's why you really, really have to listen to your own intuition and your own needs. You don't dismiss those red flags. If the scene's looking familiar, you know, if the pattern's looking familiar, it should be a big, huge red flag or a swift kick to the face, you know, or the gut, more or less. Like, I feel like we've done this before. You know what I mean? Like, has things changed, really? Or if someone is around you, even a friend that you just feel like is something that is not good for you, and you're enabling one another and you're recognizing it, but they're not, but you know that you need to pull yourself away, and you know how bad that's going to hurt that person. You don't want to leave them. You know, you don't want to leave them isolated or alone. You know, it's just a really hard thing to do. Fear again. But this one says, expecting the worst, afraid of failure, wasting time on negative thoughts. Yeah. Sometimes you need to shift your mind and stop wasting it on the what ifs instead of saying what it could be. What it could be. Yeah. So you could be the person. And they have happiness here as well, which is what you're looking for. Fear of happiness. You could be the person, and you could be someone else's awakening, you know, in a way. You could wake someone else up. You could be that person that it's just like, who's going to make the move first? You know, and you're getting that call. You could be that person that really shakes the other person into waking up to whatever bad behavior is going on, and that they need to look for something. They need to look for their happiness too. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can be that person for that other person. You never know. You know, we think about like this. You're thinking about the worst way you could affect people around you. And you're not thinking about how pulling away could also be what they need to kind of shake them up too. Fear of happiness. Yeah, there's some guilt that ties into this, I feel like. There's a heavy guilt that ties into this. Because what if you do step away and you find this happiness and the other person never does, you know? What if this transpires and you leave someone behind. There's this heavy guilt here of actually finding that happy place for yourself. New discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first. That's what it says. Loving yourself first. Yeah. Loving yourself first. Something that's really big. When there's no other way to do something and someone's not moving or it's not changing, you have to do what's best for you. That's the way out of it. Especially if you're in a codependent kind of relationship here. You have guarded with the barbed wire and everything. So it's the number 10, which is a completion of a cycle. It's almost like you're afraid to open yourself up to the pain that this could cause. This tower coming down. I just landed on support, and then you also have security here at the bottom of the deck. And commitment. And I feel like these are both the number 5s, and you have the number 4 here. 41, 4, and 5. I mean, there's a sense of you being someone else's support here and staying committed to that despite your own happiness. You could actually be preventing this person from being able to really do what's best for their selves. You could also be keeping this person stuck by not moving in the direction that you're being called, for not following your inner guidance and your own intuition there. But you're not thinking about it like that. You're only thinking about what you're leaving behind. You're not thinking about how you're not thinking about, yeah, what if this is actually something that it's calling you in this direction because you're needing to step away from this person in order for them to find their own security within themselves, committing to themselves here. And for those of you where this is a long-term commitment here, it's like you see this, for some of you, you're afraid to commit, I feel like, to someone that's different from you. You're afraid of being supportive to someone else and having that security. Like putting yourself back into trusting someone in that way. But for others of you, if you're stepping out from a relationship that's not good for you, there's a sense of being afraid of losing that security and that support. And that's something that's really heavy here. But how supportive is it really? Besides, you know, maybe for some of you, this is kind of more financial thing. Or having that security with that family that's there. But maybe this is what you need in order to blossom and grow and take the lead in your life. Tell me some. Okay. We have the golden mirror, which is self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. You could be in the kind of, you know, with a narcissist here. This can be someone that keeps you there for their own emotional reasons, but keeps you there for, like they use emotions to get to you to stay. You know, this is someone that if you tell them that you want to pull away from them in some kind of way, then they start love bombing you. This is someone that just calls you back in until things are good, and then they start going downhill again, and then they'll love bomb you again until things are good, and then it will be like that for a while, and then you'll see it go downhill again. This is a repetitive message. You need to get yourself out of it. Get yourself out of it. Someone has to break that cycle. And by what I'm looking at, I feel like that someone has got to be you. But you have to embrace it and get past that fear. Also, I'm picking up on, for some of you, some codependency as far as some addictions go. So we have photograph here, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. This is like you don't want to let go of this with this person. You know, you don't want to let go of, you get into like a nostalgia period, and then you reminisce, and then it all comes back flooding in together. And it's like a cycle that's just, it's a vicious cycle that just kind of keeps you stuck. There could also be someone else here that you think about, or you reminisce about, or that you miss. That kind of came from nowhere. No, it didn't come from nowhere, because I picked up on that with that 8 of Cups in reverse. What else was there? And that 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, going back to something to heal something there. We have clock. You know, need time, takes time, cycles. Time to heal in progress, guys. Cycles, paying attention to those cycles. This is, I feel like for a lot of you, this is getting out of a toxic kind of relationship here. That's just committing to yourself. Anything else I'm missing here? Heart with a key. Welcoming love, meeting the one, opening your heart and getting together and perfect. For some of you, there's some, this keeps coming up here. That unorthodox kind of relationship or whatever this is, that's kind of inspiring you to move forward. And I talked about this key, the Hierophant in reverse. You know, you have the key there for that, opening your heart up to that, but you can't look at his face. You can't decide if you should take that direction or not. Interesting. Girl with the snake is at the bottom of the deck, which is that empath and narcissist that I was talking about. This could be anybody, guys. This doesn't have to be romance. This could be someone that just has you wrapped around their finger, and they know what buttons to push to keep you, get you to stay, because it's comfortable for them to have you there. It could be an emotional dependency kind of thing, where this person needs you a lot more than you actually need them. Tell me more about that. The girl with the snake came out again, and twin flames came out again. That came out earlier. For some of you, I think you're learning about boundaries. Now, this is fixing to get complicated, but stay with me here. For some of you, you may have a twin flame kind of dynamic on the outskirts of this relationship that you're in currently, whatever this is I'm looking at. And it could be something that's helping you grow internally. Very painful, but helping you develop your own ability to love yourself. And you could be putting up some boundaries here. And this relationship, and this could just be friends that are around you, but you're recognizing that you need to put up some kind of boundaries with people that are not for your highest good. This is something that this relationship has taught you. Whether this is a relationship that you've experienced in your past. And for some of you, this could be that, you know, we talked about in the beginning something that you're kind of waiting on, or you're hoping for a reunion here with someone, and this could be what you're walking away from or you're leaving behind, and taking what you've learned here. We have love call that just popped out. We also have breakup, separation, stop the pattern. Stop the pattern. Yeah. For some of you, there's someone here that you've learned to, it's like you've learned to put up boundaries with, and you learned to take a stand with this person, and now it's saying, now do that with other people and other situations in your life. For others of you, there's something to do with a separation from someone that may be coming back in. Someone sending you a message that you've been in separation here with, that's been giving you the silent treatment. This isn't going to resonate for everybody, or maybe you're the one that's been doing that, but there's love call here. Getting a message here from somebody. Can you tell me more about that? What's this love call? Nope. Tarot. We do have keys on a ring, many options to make a decision, and dragonfly, which means things changing, things coming to light. Hold on, I'm going to get a card here for these two, Axe and love call. It's just, to me, that's just breaking yourself free from that pattern of that narcissist kind of relationship there, learning to put up boundaries and moving forward. But tell me about this, please. Ace of Cups in reverse. That's what I land on. Ace of Cups in reverse. So, yeah. The Sun is in reverse here too as well. Being disappointed in a relationship and letting go of a relationship is something that's here for some of y'all. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. This, guys, when I see this sometimes in reverse, it points out heavy making decisions for yourself here. Because this has to do with loving yourself. Making those decisions for yourself, even if that's stepping away from a relationship, breaking yourself free from that pattern. Okay. I don't know where to take this now. Let's get some eyes in and then we'll get some oracle cards to close here. So some of these messages that came through in this reading may or may not resonate. I feel like there was kind of, I told you in the beginning, this felt complex. I feel there's a lot more people here than just two that are involved in some way, shape, or form. And that just might have to be with the judgment that's being placed on this. But the bottom of the line here is that you're making a decision to release some toxic things in your life, people, places, things, and you're having a hard time stepping away from these things. Keep getting pulled back in. You may try to kind of break the pattern, stop the pattern, but then you kind of get pulled back in due to guilt and due to judgment. I think that you're really disappointed in the way that this relationship's going, or the way that things have not changed, and I think that you've been waiting for things to change, whether that's waiting for someone to come back in or whether that's waiting for the relationship to get better. And I think that you're sitting in a place to where you're having to acknowledge that this isn't something that's coming around, or this isn't getting any better. And at this point, you need to love yourself and step away from this. Give this the axe, you know. Tell that person that, you know, you're doing it out of love for yourself. You're doing it out of love. Obsessions. Be careful. There's strong desires and attachments. This is what I was talking about someone being around you and kind of keep pulling you back in, keeping you there for themselves because they have this strong attachment to you, and transformation. A huge breakthrough is happening very soon. This is about you're the one that's going to need to change this. And single. Can't make that up, can you? Can't make that up. They are single and available to pursue. For some of you, this is you going after someone else, I feel. That won't resonate for everybody. For others of you, this is just you transforming and doing this on your own, the single energy. I was fixing to ask a question there, and we have... I was fixing to ask, why is this twin flame energy here? Because I was just curious. And ring came out before I could even open my mouth. But it's agreed upon mutual union here. So for some of you, this is something that you've been waiting for. For some of you, this is going to resonate different for everybody, okay? Take it how it resonates. Either you're moving towards a union here in this twin flame dynamic, or this is something that you've been waiting for that's not happening, and you're needing to come into union within yourself. For others of you, this is stepping outside of your comfort zone, you know, following your soul's purpose because of this, you know, feeling this connection or having this connection to be something that's showing you your authentic self. Anything else I'm missing here? Uncertainty. And nurture, which says self-love is essential at this time, and address your needs and ground yourself. I mean, this is like wrapping up this reading. Self-love is needed at this time. Address your needs and ground yourself. Uncertainty. A true romantic connection is unclear. A deeper understanding is required. For some of you, this has to do with you going towards yeah, what it is that you want. Whatever this is, relationship, place, purpose, whatever this is, foundation. It's knowing that it is uncertain, but still doing it to find out. That's what it's about. Taking that risk, taking that leap, following that inner calling, that knowing. It's a hard thing to do, follow that inner calling. It's very scary. But I feel like for you, you've been fighting this battle for a long time. What am I missing? Advice for Paul 30, please. 2 cards. We have the snake. We had that snake dynamic there. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. Number 28, which is the number 10. So that's exactly what I'm talking about. Be careful. Because as soon as you start to tell somebody exactly how you feel, they're going to know exactly what to say to you. So keep that in mind. They're going to know what to say. They're going to know what to do. They're going to pull out all the stops. Okay? This is someone that knows you very well and has a very, I feel like for most of you, this is kind of a codependent connection here, and toxic codependent connection. They don't want you transforming. They don't want you going anywhere. Your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. Yeah, because people don't want you to do what's best for yourself. In a lot of cases, in dynamics like that, they want you to do what's best for them, but they'll make it sound like that's not the case. We have the number 26, plane. So like for some of you, this is physically like doing something, physically moving in a direction. A journey is indicated either physically or methodically. Your life will become more full. So you're moving in the right direction here. You just need to take that leap. This is the number 8, number 26, and 8 is about learning your lessons and taking that action. I think that you've learned the lesson. You just have to now take that action. And your life will be fuller on the other side of that, you know. A journey is indicated, either physically or metaphorically. Metaphorically. Tired, guys. But your life will become fuller. There's your confirmation, by the way. So let's get a Soul Truth Oracle, and we'll get some key cards and initials and close. I know this is a long one. This was complicated. Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. What excuses am I making right now? So you may be putting those excuses out. We talked about that a little bit there. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. So you needed more confirmation. There you go. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. I mean, Spirit knows what they're doing in these readings and what cards to choose. I haven't even been through this whole entire deck, so I don't even, that's the first time I've read that one. Okay, be kind to yourself and graceful with yourself along the way. That's really important, because this is really hard. This is a really hard kind of thing to do here. A lot of emotions are going to come from this. So being easy with yourself is important. And remember why you're doing it. And remember, you've already been in this for that long. You know, don't keep telling yourself excuses. You have the 3 of Swords as I'm talking about this. So this is definitely going to cause some pain, because I think that you are going to separate yourself here from someone or something. You can hear my dog scratching at the door here. There's that 6. Look at that. That 6 of Swords. Moving towards a more calmer place for yourself, for your highest good. It's making that transition, even though it's difficult. It's something that you need to do. You have this Knight of Wands here, and this King of Wands, Aries energy, and this 9 of Swords. I can't get that out. So this may cause you a lot of anxiety to step up and lead yourself in that direction that you need to take. This could also represent someone that you are maybe kind of afraid of in some kind of way of their reaction to this. Something that keeps you up at night, that you think about at night. But we talked all about that in your reading. So hopefully you got some information from that will help you here. Oh, don't sabotage this, guys. Please do not sabotage this. Do what's best for yourself here. Don't sabotage your own happiness. Give love, celebrate love, be love, love, receive love, emanate love, speak love, and anchor love. Do it for love, if anything else. So I'm doing this because I love you, or I'm doing this because I need to love myself, which is really the message that's coming through here. Okay, so let's get some initials and we'll close. Oops. Well, these two, I guess, wanted to come flying out. Well, this came out in pile 2. It's the Lovers and move away. So there's definitely some sort of relationship here that for some of you need to move away from. But for others of you, how that came out of the bag and the way that it did, there could be someone here that's telling you to move away from a relationship. Yeah. That won't resonate for everybody, but that's kind of a weird, weird message that just kind of popped out. Especially if there's someone going, I'm getting this image now in my head. Someone going, you don't know what's best for you. I know what's best for you. You just don't see it. You don't understand. I know what's best for you. I feel like that. I feel that way. I feel like something like that. So try to convince yourself of something. Them trying to convince you of something. So just be careful with that. Really careful with that. You have the whale's tail here. So moving in the direction with what's best for yourself. The whale's all about that love, you know. You have the mushroom, so recognizing these shadows within yourself and how they've gotten there, but being okay with them now, just knowing that you need to do better. You have the cycle here in the bowl that needs to be completed. You have the number 7, so things coming into alignment here. Luck is on your side. Keep that in mind, that divine is with you, spirit's with you through this. Hold on a second. There's a message here. I need to get a card for that real quick. They want to, there's a message here that needs to come through with that. What is it? Embrace your life purpose. For some of you, this has something to do with the life purpose that you need to be fulfilling here. It says, I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. For some of you, this has to do with this life purpose. If this is a twin soul kind of connection here, part of that is for you to fulfill your life purpose, and it could be influencing or helping others. You could be some kind of a light worker here. You could be an artist. You could be a writer. You could work with animals for some of you. Something about your intuition is unique here, different. You could have some psychic abilities even, but there could be something here where you can be a light worker and help others to connect with their own intuition, okay? And this is something that for some of you may have been feeling, you may have been connecting with. And until you kind of, and this is number 7, is about coming into an alignment with that, your soul's purpose. So maybe some of you just needed to hear that message. I'm sorry if I can hear my stomach growling. I'm hungry. So we have R-U. So R-U. E, Z, B, J, T, and A. We have eat here because I'm hungry. I need to go eat. They're saying go eat. We have brat. Maybe somebody's being a brat. Trying to get their way here. We have rat. Ooh, so be careful there. That card does say be careful there with that snake card. What else? I'm not sure, guys. I'm not seeing anything else. I'm just going to hold this up so y'all can see these and leave you here because it's been a pretty long reading. We have bat too, so that shadow stuff's coming out. Okay. I don't know why, but I heard Uber, so I don't know if that's important to somebody or if maybe that's just something that's just popping up. Sometimes when you're listening to a reading, to get a confirmation from spirit, you'll either see the word while somebody's saying it, or you'll hear it while somebody's saying it, or something will be going on and they'll say that. It's really strange, but it happens. Okay, so here you go, guys. And I'm gonna leave you here. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I know it was super long, but y'all let me know how you like this format. I won't, like I said, do this all the time. This is gonna be like once in a while kind of thing. It's just, I like to be able to y'all to see me sometimes, see me and how I read and how everything kind of comes out and how it flows. So y'all let me know what you think. Thanks so much, guys, for being here. Thanks for all y'all's love and all y'all's support and, of course, your kindness. And I hope to see you soon.